Alright, welcome back. So here we are, the beginning of part 2. So in part 1, we took the time to put in some cement or concrete foundations to fill in the big gaping holes in our castle wall. I think it turned out pretty good. I'm still a little mad at this corner here. But all in all, I'm not upset at it. We'll come back. I mean, it's like half a dozen pieces of concrete foundation that we can move anytime we want. So when we're ready to do something a little bit more permanent in this corner, say either defensively or aesthetically, we can come back and maneuver all that around some more without having to do too much damage. But the two big holes are filled. They look good. And it's still sunset as I ended my last recording. And as you guys know, I hate nighttime. So it's 8 o'clock. Everybody needs a good 8 hours of sleep. But I don't want to wake up when it's dark still. So we'll get 9. We'll sleep in. It's a weekend in the wasteland. Allowed to sleep in on the weekends. Finished my coffee. Now I'm drinking iced tea. This guy. Get up, you lazy bum. Excuse me. Alright, so back into the main courtyard here. And there's our front gate. It's still dark out a little bit, but it's also a foggy day, but that's okay. I'm not afraid of the dark. I just want you guys to be able to see what I'm doing, and I want to be able to see what I'm doing. So the first thing I want to show you before we actually get to any construction is I want to explain the size of a settlement. So the top right hand side of your screen there, you'll notice it says the word size, and there's a green meter. A green meter will very quickly become a yellow meter as you start to fill in your settlement. From what I understand, that's a polygon count. So the more complicated an item you put down, the more space it takes up. Now, I'm pretty sure that this little trick that I'm about to do works on all platforms, but if you're playing on a console, you may want to be careful doing this. But if you're a grown-up and you're playing on a PC, that's right, that was a burn. Courtesy of a friend of mine. What you can do is go to your workshop and grab... Wait, why don't I have any weapons? Where are all my weapons? Huh. Okay. Well, this will do for the purpose of showing you. So what you want to do is you go to your workshop, grab all your weapons from your workshop. Alright. Got all my weapons. I have a lot more weapons than that, honest. And now I'm bared down too much weight because I'm a big wimp. But that's okay. It doesn't matter. Because we're only going to walk right about over here. And what we're going to do is we're going to go into our inventory and we're going to go to our weapons. And I'm not going to do this with my main weapons. By the way, so like tutorial slash 2.0 here, or tutorial within a tutorial, you'll notice I've renamed all my weapons, and what I did was I put a slash because it sorts alphabetically, and then I put the caliber of the bullet first so that I always know what bullets I need for the guns that I like to use. So my favorite weapons that I like to use so I don't lose them are always here in the top because the slash becomes first in alphabetical. Anyways, so there's that little tip. Now back to my trick. What you're going to do is you're going to drop all of your weapons. That's right. Just ditch it. Just dump them. I don't care if it's the Fat Man, the flare guns. Well, maybe not the grenades. We won't drop grenades. We don't need to drop those. We'll drop these. And what other, my legendary boxing glove with nails in it. We'll drop all of these weapons here, which is luckily I had a bunch of weapons on me. I know I just dropped that. Oh well. My legendary rocket launcher. Alright, so now we come out and boom, look, we made a mess. Now, hope no one blows up. So we dropped all this. So now what you do is you go back into your building view. Okay, and now watch the size meter as I store all my weapons back in the workshop now. As I start to store, the size meter is going to drop. So even though we haven't actually added anything to the building, for some reason the game thinks you're removing stuff from your building or your settlement. I don't know if I can... He's goofing off with a fly over there. Anyways, the game thinks you're removing items from your settlement. And it lowers the size meter. Now, I don't know how far you can go with that before your computer just explodes. But I haven't had any issues, any frame rate drop of any kind. And I'm running on a pretty old machine right here. So when you get to that point, if you get to that point, I definitely will get to that point where you run out of size and you just like want more. Rather than going back and go, oh, I really kind of don't need that there and I don't need that there. Just drop a whole bunch of weaponry on the ground, store it back again, and you'll increase the size that you can build in. Now be very careful that you don't accidentally scrap those weapons, because you can also scrap weapons for materials, which I've already done on purpose though, not by accident, but I would hate for you to like scrap a legendary weapon by accident just to get 2 steel out of it. And if you're gonna do that, try and avoid doing it until you get this perk right here, the scrapper perk, because then you'll get screws, aluminum, and copper, which are things you will almost always need. The screws are probably the most annoying thing for me to run out of. I seem to run out of screws all the time, and I've seen some streamers complain about, I don't understand how I'm not getting screws out of doing this stuff. It's like, it's really silly. If I take apart a gun, I should be able to get some screws. But what they don't realize is you can get screws, you just have to have the perk for it. So there's our crappy corner. So I really didn't think this through before I started recording as to what the next step was going to be, but here's what we know. This center structure, which is the radio tower that the Minimet used to broadcast across the wasteland, is not going anywhere. Like, we couldn't move it if we want. Ooh, toothbrush. Good stuff. We couldn't move it if we wanted to, so this is a structure we have to deal with. And we already have some structures put up over here, which, as you may or may not know, if you watch the first video, I like to snap everything at all costs. So either we start, like theoretically we've got like 3 structures built, right? Like 1, 2, 3. These are one piece now. So we can either start a 4th piece, or we can decide, we're going to come off of this wall or this corner and use what we've already built to start snapping to. So what I'm looking at right now is this structure here doesn't look like it's level, like straight with any wall except this wall. I don't know if everybody agrees with me. So that means this wall is straight to this structure. So the ground here is already pretty flat. I had it in mind that I was gonna like put wood foundation down everywhere and make a flat buildable space, but I don't know that I want to do that now. That seems like a lot of material and a lot of work. Let me see. So this is the wood equivalent to the concrete foundation, so it'll phase all the way down low. And normally what you do, like if you're building a settlement in an uneven area, which a lot of the settlements are, what you would want to do is you take this first foundation, find the highest point, which for us would be this point. Now this is too high even here, but, and build your first foundation down so that you can build the rest of them even and make the entire area flat. But we're not going to do that, I don't think. We're pretty flat here, and that's okay. So what are we going to build? Well, let's start from the beginning. We need water and food. So what happened is, upon taking this castle, I discovered it already had a top tier water pump in the water back here. And it's already wired even for our convenience. Here we go, risking some fall damage. Boink. And it's already wired. They gave us all this stuff for free, but they didn't give us any electricity. So, as you may or may not know, I absolutely hate generators. They make so much noise. But you gotta have them. And you can't power everything with wind, because the wind just costs too many materials and doesn't provide a whole lot of electricity. And since I already have 2 large generators, this we're gonna make the generator area then. So I'm going to line up a whole wackadoo of generators. Where? I'm not sure. You'll need science 1 for this, by the way, for this big generator. Okay, so once again, because I hate things being like looking all awkward and funny, we're actually going to start with, you guessed it, a wood foundation. So that first wood foundation is going to be very important. And I don't want to move this piece. Well, yeah, I can move that piece. Yeah, we can move that piece. I'm stuck in the water. What the hell? Oh, grab the wire. Try to jump while you're looking at this thing. You just end up grabbing a wire. So press the letter E. We'll move him far back as we can. To say there. Grab a wood foundation. And we're gonna put ourselves up against the wall. Put our character up against the wall. Line this foundation up best we can. Now don't worry, we can move stuff, so we'll drop that down. And now we're gonna go like right up against the wall and eyeball it. So it's like, yeah, we're pretty crooked there. So I don't think left and right click are gonna rotate this thing the small amount we need it to rotate. So I press the letter E. Oh, remember, you can tab. If you move something by accident, just tab, it goes right back to where it was. Press the letter E. We're just going to turn our mouse slightly. Get it all nice and straight with the wall. So I'm not sure if that's straight, but I know it's not on the wall. And I want it on the wall. It looks pretty straight though. So now we're going to pick it up again. Take a couple steps forward. I guess that's about on the wall as it's gonna get. How straight does it look? I don't know. I think it's pretty good. I think it's pretty good. The only other thing I think I'm gonna do is, it doesn't need to be that high. We don't need it. Like, there's the window that the power line is going to go through. The generator on top of that is just going to hit that power line. So we're going to pick this back up again. Try not to move our mouse. Oh, drop it. I did it wrong. Pick it up again. Hold the E key down and drop it down with the mouse wheel. And there you have it. It's down low. It's at the highest point. So that the next pieces. Now I'm thinking this can go. No, it really won't let us go any closer to that wall. It's saying like, you shall not pass. It's not straight still though. Yeah, I know you're thinking, dude, give it a rest. Nobody's gonna try to do it perfectly. Guess what, bud? I am. Just gonna. Oh, totally boned that. The reason I put so much effort into that first piece being just right is because every piece you place to it after, if this wasn't straight, and we start to build wood foundation all the way out in this direction, we're going to end out in the middle of the ocean instead. Like, it's not going to follow the wall. That first piece might only be off by a little bit, but by the time I've added another 6 pieces of foundation, I'm going to be like falling in between the foundation and the wall and getting stuck and everything, and that's just horribly annoying. So now that I've preached it, let's place it. So it's not going to let me build through this pipe right now, is it? No, it's not. So it's not going to let us snap through that pipe, and that's okay. I know how to beat that. So we don't need that much space anyways. I'm only going to build like 2 generators, I think. Oh, we should have probably started from this corner now, because you see what's happened is it won't let us go in there. So that's okay. That's alright. That's alright, because you know what we do? Store that. Store that. And we pick that up. Walk that way as much as we can. Right up on that pipe. And yeah, I don't have a laser level with me, but I think it wouldn't be too mad at me there. Let's find out. We'll know in a minute. Because like I said, by the time we've built a whole row of these, the whole thing will become out of whack. Just get a little wet. No big deal. It's just water, guys. Chill. Oh man, this is not going well. What if I do from up here? There we go. So there, and come on, baby. Nope. It's too high here, so yeah, we really should have started from this corner. So if you're doing this and you're trying to copycat my build, start from this corner instead. Store that, store that. So we're just gonna actually just raise the level of this guy just a hair. Probably just line it up above the line of that brick. Still looking pretty good. Oh no, actually it's pretty crooked now. So pick that up. Turn it ever so slightly that way. And like I said, use the AWSD keys to move your pieces around and not the mouse so much, because you can get so much more finer movement out of your AWSD keys. So back to the wood foundations, and we already know that if we build crossing this way, it'll probably go a little better. So it snaps, and oh my god, the worst contractor ever. Okay, so this is only the second time I make a YouTube video. You don't need to put comments of, this is the most boring thing I ever watched. I know it's boring, but you're the one who Googled construction video on how to build at the castle and started watching it. So you sit there and shut up and enjoy it, okay? So we're going to pick this piece up, gonna raise it just a hair more to maybe, oh, let's go ahead and line it up with the bottom of the brick on the right there, that line that you see. Always looking for something to use your eye on. I don't know if that's still straight, but I think it's going to be good. Okay, we got it this time. I'm sure we must have it. We finally must. It's going to snap. I know it. I know it. Oh, I hate life. Life sucks. Alright, fine. Screw it. Don't care. That's not true. I care. But it's for generators. Like, I'm building this for something I don't even like. So this guy's in my way still. But now, he's in my way, but he can live up here now. For now, anyways. Until I don't like him anymore. And let's see how far out into the water we can go. We can go right to the... Can I get right into the water pump? So, something I heard, I don't know how true it is, but the YouTube rumor mill says that, and the Reddit rumor mill says that the water generator itself, the water pump that you see there in the water, will provide you with a stockpile of purified water that will automatically get added to your workshop. So having a lot of those isn't horrible. I'm going to go ahead and move this as well. A little bit closer. Actually, I think I'm going to go ahead and flip it all the way. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Now if you don't know... No, I don't want to store that. So if you don't know what it is I'm trying to do, this is what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to be all awesome and stuff and do it like this. See, the game provided me with that water pump, but I made it better. Now that's pretty sweet. I think it's pretty sweet. We got like a whole back lot almost forming out of here. Now I think the only thing I'm going to have a problem with is my foundations aren't going to be touching the water and might look goofy. But they actually, although I know they're not in the water, from here they look fine. They look like they're kind of in the water. They actually kind of look like they're sitting on the water. But whatever. Maybe I'll just won't publish this video, and then you guys won't have to look at it. How much more can I go all the way around? If I can go all the way around, this will become a trending video. If I get these platforms all the way around here, this video is getting 1 million likes. I'm sure of it. Oh man, there it is. 1 million likes. I knew it. It's so tight. I love it. Still mad at this corner though. Maybe sometimes what happens is you need a different piece for it to snap to. Maybe if I put that piece there now, it'll be like, fine, you can do it, we'll let you. No, it doesn't. It doesn't like me. No one likes me. Sounds good. Store that. Get rid of it. Don't need it. Okay, where were we? So our water generator now has like this whole 360-degree platform all the way around it. It's completely arbitrary, unnecessary, and yet fun as hell. That's why you build stuff, so that you can like try to squeeze everything together as tightly as you can. This thing, I almost don't know how necessary this pylon is, but I guess if we want to raise the height of the wire so that it's like above our heads and we don't walk through it or build through it, it's kind of necessary. So it goes boing and goes straight in. I don't, this thing, man, sometimes I wonder. So this was all provided by the castle already. And at first I'm like, sweet, I don't have to do my own wiring. Because if you've done any wiring yet, you'll know that it's a real pain in the butt. But I'm so meticulous, and you put so much effort into trying to build something that's like really awesome and impressive that you're going to end up moving crap like this anyways. So I'm actually going to go ahead and store that piece, and I'll reconnect it straight to that piece. Oh, I see what happened. So it won't let me. Fascinating. And it won't let me place. Huh. See, they did that because they had to. So the game designers, the guys who made this mission went, I gotta put some wiring here for them. But we designed the game so poorly to make things look so crappy that I can't put it the way I want to put it, so I'm gonna have to do it this way. Like, come on, really? So what do we do? What do we do? Well, let's put our generators. That's what we're gonna do. And since I was successful in building this platform all the way back here, we're gonna go ahead and just do 3 generators right here, right now, side by side, in the middle of the water, so I don't have to listen to them. Now, I don't know how lined up these are just right now at the moment. Looks like, this one looks like it's going to rumble its way right off the edge of the platform. Bring it in just a little bit. There we go. So now, connecting the lines. So we should be able to just go 1, and now the water starts to run, 2, 3. Now, so that is 1 energized pylon right there, let me tell you. And 1 overpowered water purifier, water purifier. And then this, what looks like was supposed to be like the main pipe for the water. Maybe it's drainage, I don't know. But we can't do anything about it. It's there, it lives there, we can't move it. that's all right. We kind of did that, like inadvertently built that water landing I was talking about. So now if I really wanted to do something cool here, I could probably put some railings around. I'm not sure that I need to. It's an industrial spot. It's, you know, kids aren't supposed to be coming to play here anyways. So I don't really think I need railings, but what I do want to put are some stairs because I hate to jump. I don't want to jump. Jumping's for when I'm at work, when I'm out in the wasteland gathering and killing stuff. When I get home, I want to relax, and if I gotta move around, I ain't jumping there. I'm not doing it. I don't care. So I'm gonna put that there. Maybe the little one will let me go there. Yeah. So we got like one big one, one little one, but they phase, so it looks good. And the little one, bang, and a big one. There. So now I just had an idea, because we know already that it's a long walk around this place, and we closed in all the holes in the wall. Oh, there's another window there. Probably put that to use. So now what I'm thinking is we need access to this spot from up there. Now, oh man, this could be really good, or this could be really bad. Let's see how it turns out. So we're going to remove this. Storing it, not scrapping it. Don't scrap it. You don't need to scrap it. And we're going to grab this guy. Now, I strongly recommend that when you build these stairs, build them so that when you access the stairs or exit the stairs, you're not up against a wall. Because it just looks bad and it's really annoying to use them. So, like, what I'm saying is, don't put them this way so that when you walk up the stairs, the first thing you do is face plant into a wall. And don't build them this way so that you gotta, like, weasel your way between a wall and the stairs. The game works fine. Like, you can do that. It doesn't really affect the gameplay. It just looks bad and it's awkward at the same time. So build them sideways like this. And then we'll go up. And then, because you see the design of this is like, bonk, and you fall off right away, right? And that's horrid. So what we do now is, sorry about that. What we do now is we're going to grab small floor, and you're going to see why in just a sec. So we're going to grab the small flooring, and we're going to surround this like so. We don't need one there, though. Small flooring. There, there, there. So what this... Wait a minute. I just noticed something. I gotta check it out. Did it let me snap into the wall? It totally did. That means that inside the building, if I do that, there's gonna be a piece of wood floor inside the building. Which, we don't actually want that, but it's neat to know that we can do that. Let me do it with a normal, with a big floor. Totally does. It's neat to know that I can do that though, because if we ever build anything inside, we could probably do some really neat bunk bed things or something inside. So that might come into play later. You guys will have to remind me when we start working on the inside. So we got our nice big power plant. Water here. We can add more water to it later if we need to, but I haven't really found the need to have more than 40 water. And then now we got the stairs that when we walk up, we don't like instantly noob fall down like I tend to all the time. And now here's why... Oh, and that window lined up so beautifully. And now here's why we did the half floor, the small floor. Is I actually did need small floor here. It's because here's the next thing. So everybody in all of the Commonwealth uses this wall for everything. They use it for reasons I can't even describe. And it's a nice wall. It's a great wall. I use it a lot as well. But the main reason I find people use this wall is because They don't understand what any of this is. So what this is it's half a floor and half a wall. So yeah, on the face here, it's a full-size wall. So full scale, if you will. But on the side, on the profile, it's half a floor. It's half a roof. Right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this here. And you're like, great, yeah, we've all done that. But why'd you use the half floor? Well, I used the half floor because simple math is half and half equals a full one. So now this is now the same thickness or width as this. This lines up now. So if I wanted to use every YouTuber streamer's favorite wall and put it here, I could, and it lines up. Like, it's perfect. So the half floors are there to allow you to use these to build the buildings the size you want them or need them to be, and not have this building be a little bit bigger than you intended it. So I'm gonna grab sorry about that. I'm gonna grab another wall similar to that first one, but not the same one, because it's Fallout and it can't all be the same. And we'll grab that one. Right? So, you know, it's got to look like, I think it looks better if it looks like you threw this together with random materials you found around the Commonwealth. And actually, I did do a little bit of a mistake here, because things aren't going to line up the way I want them to if I don't fix it. So we're going to store this for a sec, and I don't need this row. I only need this guy to go here. So right about now you guys are probably yelling at me going, well, you didn't need over here either, because if that's half a floor you could have put it there and then you wouldn't fall off or run face plant into a wall. Yeah, but I want a little floor space, and now it lines up with the edge of the main floor down there, so you know, it just looks cool, and it's all keeping things straight again. And here's what we do now. So I'm going to keep the trend of, no, I'm not. I'm going to do this one now and put it like so. And, oh, there we go. Okay, so now I've got this makeshift structure thing, right? It's functional purely. It's not going to house anything. It looks kind of like it's attached to the side of the building. Looks pretty cool. It's got a vantage point to whatever. I don't think there's going to be a whole lot going on out on the water here, but if you want it to look, you can. And I mean, yeah, it looks like it's floating there a little bit. I guess it kind of looks like it's attached to the wall. In any case, the next step is, you're probably like, but dude, what if I'm a noob and I'm like drunk and shit and I fall out the window? Yeah, I swear again, I told you, it'll happen. Well, there's another piece that I swear I never see anyone ever use it, but there's these two guys here. They're half walls. And guess what? You're like, yeah, but they don't work. They never snap to anything. Like, how am I going to snap? We're supposed to snap to everything. Well, guess what? They snap in here, dude. Look. So stop complaining and just use it for what it's meant for, which is this. Look. Boom. And I used two different ones. Just now it looks all like it was made out of the parts we found drifted under the shore from the water. Right? Okay, now we got the roof. Do a little bit of roof. And I'm going to use the bed sheet roof is better for like quarters and stuff. I think I'm going to use the steel roof here like so. And we'll just wheel over this way a little bit. Come on now. Oh, I see what's going to happen. So it's going to be a big dick, because of this thing. So maybe what we do is, oh wait, I just realized too that that wasn't for the plan anyways. The plan was to get up there. So how do we, oh man, so I just like wasted all your time and lectured you all about how to use these parts properly, and I'm just as big of a moron. And well, that's okay. My girlfriend loves me anyways. So we gotta take that out, and we're gonna leave that there, because if I didn't, when I add this next stair, what happens is it just becomes like one endless ladder, and you want a little bit of a break. You do. No, you do. Don't argue with me. You do. So, no. So you climb up here. You gotta try this stuff out, right? You gotta get out there, and you gotta walk it, right? Okay, so I'm like traveling. I'm like, oh, cool. Oh, I can't see. Oh, yeah, look, nothing going on in the water. There's no ghouls drowning. I don't need to save any ghouls. All right, we got some space here for stuff. I don't know, boxes, decoration, whatever. Maybe a chair. And we're gonna have to get the power line in there somewhere, somehow. Maybe we're gonna go right over the wall with the power, and we come up here, and there you have it, where we can look out over there. And yeah, so now we need to build a floor here. This is like my worst YouTube video ever for my second time. Will it let me put a stair there at least? The stairs I find are the most forgiving as far as phasing goes, but not in this case. Alright, not a problem. Will it let me put this there? Really? That's so lame. That's so very lame. So super duper lame. Come on. Be nice. Make me look bad in front of the world. Alright. So that's just not happening. It's basically the game has just said to us, I don't think so, bud. It just doesn't work that way, Chief. So let's fix this before I noob and fall. The hell is that noise? So I suppose what we could do is we can have some fun with this. See what happens. Let's play around with it. Here we go, guys. So let's put this in here because it's gonna let us. And let's not fight it. Let's let it. Because now we got a brick wall inside our base. But the question becomes, will it let us do this? Where's that piece that I like? I like this piece. Will it let us? Probably not gonna let us. Oh my god, it let us. Okay, so it let us do that too. And that's pretty okie dokie. Oh, fall damage. So that's pretty okie dokie by me. And maybe it'll let us take a little more. This is what I meant by sometimes the game will let you win. And when it does, man, just go with it. Don't fight it. If the game is like, oh, so good. If the game's like, you know what, I'm gonna let you have this one, then just take it and run with it. Just take it and run with it. So now what I'm thinking is this is going. This, we're gonna get rid of that and that and that. And use everyone's favorite wall. No, not everyone's favorite wall. We're going to use this one because even I've never used it, and I think it deserves a chance. Yep. Put that down. Got to be different. We got to mix it up with the materials if we want things to look authentic. If you can make something in this game that looks like they put it there and meant it to be there, then you're doing a pretty good job, I think. So will it let me phase that in there? No, it won't. Maybe it will if I put a floor. So this is what I mean. We play around with it, right? It let us phase a floor in over there. Will it let us down here? No, it won't. So that wall was like basically the game's like, nope, you've gone too far. We just can't let you do it. And something else I've always wondered. Can I use... We're not lined up here, right? So I'm wondering, can I use a half wall on this wall? No, I can't. Now, again, I've seen a lot of streamers just like, oh, well, it was green for a second. No, screw that. I'm not... Just because I can get it green, it doesn't mean I'm going to put it there. Like, I do that, and it just looks stupid. If it doesn't snap, I don't want it. I'm not interested. Everything's got to snap. So what I'm gonna do is, how am I gonna fix this? Oh, that's easy actually. So we go like this. Where's that wall again? Put that wall back. I didn't need to take that wall out. I'm gonna put this back. Put this back. I said put it back. Come on, go back. There you go. There you go. And then we go to these walls, which is what they're meant for. And let's grab a really shaky one, because we're gonna mix it up, but we don't have to look at it. Oh, really? Really? Wow, did I totally just place a doorway? Alright. Making a fool of myself all over the internet. It's alright. It's alright. It's alright. I don't mind. I don't mind at all. We're gonna figure this out. We're gonna make this work. It kills us. Wall. Don't want a doorway. And yeah, see, like I built a doorway there before by accident, and I see so many people just, oh, I screwed up. Scrap it. It's like, don't scrap it. You're probably gonna need a doorway later. Just hang on to it for later. And we'll do that there like so. Whoa. Easy there, Bubba. Easy boy. No, I don't want to cover the hole in that wall. Or do I? I don't even know that I'm going to use that hole. Alright. For argument's sake, we'll leave it open for now. Until I've deemed it unworthy to keep. But I do know I don't want this to be open. Alright. Looks pretty good. See how it looks on the outside. Run the gauntlet. See how it works. So it looks pretty cool. It looks alright. And go up here. And we started this little nesty lookout place, so finish what you started, right? And so there we go. We're gonna put that there like that. Just, you know, mixing up the materials, right? And we'll put another one of these ones here and here. And I think there we're gonna get just a normal wall, but it's not gonna let me put it the way I want it to, because we don't have a floor down here, but maybe it'll let me do a floor now. So let's try that, because now that I've placed a piece there, sometimes it helps. Let's try that one. No. But that's okay, because here's what we can do. We can put a little floor. The little floor will work. The little floors always work, right? And you can't put a little floor there. That's okay. Can I put one here? No. So it just doesn't want us to go near it. Even though it let that go there, it's not letting anything else through. And that's fine. I only need it there for a second, because what I'm going to use it for is to put this wall up now the way I want it. Oh, come on. Really? Alright. So we're going to downsize this whole project just because it won't work the way we want it to. So we're not playing games here, man. right about now, a whole bunch of people just like, it is a game! It's just a game! You don't actually have to live in this place. It's true, I don't have to actually, but damn it, if I was in a post-apocalyptic world, I would be trying my damnedest to get back to a norm as possible, as much as possible. And like that. And we got a half floor piece size worth there. That's not a problem. We can do that. We can't do that, right? Yeah, we already know that. It's really annoying. That's so horribly annoying. So this is one of those moments where I should have maybe practiced my build a little bit first. Oh man. I suppose I could... Right now someone's yelling at me, I can hear him. I can just hear you watching me going, just put a rug! But fuck, I don't want a rug. Yeah, that's right, you made me swear again. I don't want a rug. So you're gonna be like, what are you doing, man? I gotta go to work. I can't watch this video all day. Well, guess what? It's pre-recorded. You can come back to it later. Go to work, you lazy bum. Get my floor. Snap. And we're gonna remove that. And get stair guy. Oh yeah, we can't snap. And I'll do this real fast, very little explanation needed. You guys already know I wasn't happy with it. Okay, so there we go. So remember, the main objective was to try to get up to that spot up there. Oh, a quick access to get around without having to walk all the way around the building. Come on. There's absolutely no reason for that to not go in. Alright. And do that like that. And that would be dumb anyways. So I'm actually going to take this out. I'm going to take that and... I don't need... No, that can stay there. And... stairs... Whoop. Put that there. So now we're doing that endless staircase that I said I didn't like before, but you know what? To make it all work, I will deal with it. It's fine. My OCD will survive. So we go up here, and the staircase, and you know what, that's okay. That kind of works pretty good. And we need some new flooring. Bang. And we can put up a wall. Probably put up this shacky wall. Bang. Then we need one of the half walls, which is only 2 of. And we'll do this one, because I already have one of them. Bang. And now the fun part. To get up there. Now, these stairs are like foundation stairs. They'll phase, or they don't phase. Sorry, I meant to say that these stairs are like foundations. They can phase into the ground. But they also snap, where this one just snaps. So we probably could take this out, grab this stair. I suppose I could have did the whole thing out of these stairs, but I really like those floored stairs. And if we're really lucky, this will just work. but I'm not lucky today. Nothing's working out for me today. Let's try a half floor. See what happens. I put this. Alright, well, oh, there. It's like, I know I laid a floor down, but where'd it go? Apparently it went there. I don't want it there. I want it there. There. We'll try this stair again. Oh, it's gonna work. It wants to work. I know it. I know it. It does. It wants to do it the way I want it to. A little bit of manipulation, holding the E key. And no. So that's okay. That is okay. I won't force it. But now I'm just gonna get this little particular build done. Get it uploaded. Start part 3 of my epic castle build. Alright, so storage, floorage. Suppose, you know what? Yes, we're gonna just do the, just because it's so much easier. There we go. So now we run the gauntlet, test it first, take it for a spin. So we're out here, we're just like, yeah, cool. Power room, we got the water tank. And go up here. Alright, not going to be much going on up here. This is why we run the gauntlet, because when we miss parts, we're going to add some things. This looks pretty cool, but no. I think I'm just going to put a straight wall here. Nope, I'm not putting a straight wall. Maybe this one? The reason I'm not putting that straight wall is because that window would be like half in, half out. Looks like it's going to be anyways. So I'm gonna put. Do I have of already? I got one of those. Okay, that's what I'm putting there. And then a half wall. There we go. I am officially satisfied with that. Okay, so running the gauntlet, we come up here. And let's exit this screen. So we got just some weird shit going on here. Nothing tragic. Hi, wolf meat. Or dog meat. And so nice and tight up against that wall, though. I'm gonna come up here, and there we go. We have now scaled the wall with access to it. Oh, it's Junkyard Dog. And it looks a little shitty. It looks pretty shitty, actually, right there. It's pretty shitty. But we can fix it. What did I do? Cool. New features are fun. Let's tab out of that. Go into the building mode. I'm going to store that, because if it doesn't look good, what's the point? And we get our half floor. I think we tried this already and it wasn't letting us, right? No, it's gonna be okay. Walls, we just use this friendly neighborhood wall here. Everyone's favorite wall. A little bit of crack there, but it's still significantly better than what it was. Yeah, I don't know. Let's try a different wall. See if it fits better. We'll try this one here. Doo-doo. That was a pretty sweet jump. Yeah, that fits a lot better. Looks a little awkward, but it's all good. So now I'm gonna go ahead and put some walls inside of this to complete the whole image. Now when you use half floors, sometimes the walls don't really want to cooperate. If that happens to you, what you're gonna do is just go, come on. So what we'll do then is we'll go here. I don't know if this, no, this shouldn't work. This should not do what I think what I would like it to do. No. So this half floor ruined it. Totally ruined it. It's getting dark. How are we gonna do this? Alright guys, well, I'm going to tinker with this some more, and rather than bore you with it, I'm just going to play with it around, and in part 3, I will show you what has become of my legendary castle base. So thanks for watching, if you bared your way through it. If you didn't, I don't blame you, but I'm the Electronic Boy Scout Yahoo again. And keep an eye out for more of my videos.